Hey. Okay, so I've been wanting to do this topic. If you're not a subscriber, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. So I got my little bit of peach Bellini for this, okay? Mm. But does size matter, okay? And the obvious answer is yes, okay? It does matter. It matters for men, the size women that they prefer or they decide is desirable in their eyes. It matters for women, especially sexually or whatever. So I went back and forth about if I should even do this topic, and I think I should. So if we're talking about in this context, I'm talking about what women, a lot of women prefer sexually with their partners. And it really does depend on the woman. It depends on the woman, it depends on, what she prefers, so forth and so on. So I'm trying to do this tactfully without getting too graphic. So work with me, y'all. Me personally, if I had a distinction between a smaller guy, as far as like uh, the amount of inches he's holding, give me a smaller guy, okay? And I know some people are going to say, yeah, I heard some chicks can't take D or whatever and stuff. It's not even about that, okay? If you know anything about a woman's body, her body usually can adjust to accommodate. But listen, I've been with both. I've been on both extremes. I've been with somebody that had the little thumper, and then I've had somebody that was, packing. It's somebody walking around with this much D because he got almost all of it. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you the truth. Like he got in line for seconds and thirds. Okay, and what I found out is just because a guy has a bigger member, it doesn't mean that he knows how to work it properly. Okay, a lot of guys with bigger D's, they feel like, okay, that's really all they need to do is have that. No, you still got to have the motion. You still got to, listen to your partner. It's your partner should not be getting a feeling like they just got into a bout with Mike Tyson, okay? You shouldn't feel like that. You hunched all over, hurting for the next few days, you out of commission. That's not what good loving is supposed to feel like, okay? And most guys, I realize, they don't know that. A lot of people, they watch porn or whatever, or, they listen to other guys and stuff like that instead of really listening to the woman that they're with. And then a lot of times the women that they're with, they've never had anybody like really want to make sure that she's feeling good, like she's arriving, if you get what I'm saying. That's why there's so many women that have never experienced an orgasm, from a man, or just with his penis alone, because a lot of times they don't speak up. And then a lot of times the men think they're doing something because nobody's ever directed him in a different way. Okay. So y'all can go around here sitting on light poles if you want to. I know that's that's not for me. Okay. So yeah, when it comes to that, it just depends on the woman. And let me just give you the reason why I would prefer a smaller guy, okay? Ideally, I could take medium, and then everybody's, girth standards or length standards are different. But I would take somewhere anywhere from a 6 to like a 7 or an 8. That's cool with me. But he's got to have some thickness to it. You feel where I'm coming from? But with my thumper was just a little bit bigger than my pinky. Maybe my pinky might be accurate. Okay. I think my pinky is pretty accurate. So it's funny when I talk about it when I say that, but seriously, Thumper, let me just explain what little Thumper did. Thumper was able to get closer to Mom, if you watching, log off. Just don't even watch this, okay? If y'all gonna judge me, if y'all gonna talk stuff about me, log off right now, because I don't want to hear y'all shit in the comments, okay? I'm telling you about my experiences. So with little Thumper he can get me there with this and that, okay? And the reason for that is when not only was he willing to please me, but little Thumper, he knew the right movements. So when you're with somebody that's a smaller size in the bedroom, as far as this, you can't do certain things. Certain things are not that, like you can't do a whole lot of doggy style. You can't do a whole lot of that, okay? Because for doggy style, you got to have some pull back. It's got to be some space in between y'all, okay, to get that proper movement, if you know what I'm saying. With Thumper, you have to be more creative, okay? You like it's something I like to call the helicopter. It's almost like scissoring or whatever. But yeah, you got to use your imagination or whatever. So it's like Twister, you know what I'm saying? But that should work, okay? So anyway, because Thumper was smaller, Thumper was able to get closer to the G spot, okay? And so since he's closer, the G spot for ladies that don't know, go look it up. For men that don't know, go look it up, okay? Is some people can reach it, with this kind of motion right here, and then, yeah, so it takes some practice, but Thumper was able to do that. Also, Thumper understand that, damn, I ain't gonna be calling him Thumper. Well, he was able to do that, and he was able to use this because he used this, he knows that that would make up for what he's lacking in other ways. So that's why I said I would prefer that. I mean, because the vagina is adjustable, you can adjust to other, to the length and width of your man, just depending on your partner or whatever. But that's my preference. See, I don't want somebody that's going to put me out of commission for a few days to a few weeks, okay? Because that's not sexy to me. That's not attractive. If I'm with someone, okay, and of course I'm abstinent now, but back in those days when I was engaging, I would want somebody that I know was there. I know was there, but I would be able to do that multiple times a week, maybe even multiple times a day. So what I learned for me, what's best for me is somewhere middle ways. But if I had a difference between somebody that was really big or somebody that was really small, I'd rather take the really small guy for those reasons. Like I said before, really big guys, they feel, not all of them, but a lot of them feel overconfident, like that's all they need to do is just have a big D. No, if you have a big D, you still gotta, you gotta listen to your partner. You've got to listen for the moans. You got to see the way the body is moving. You got to be in touch with your partner regardless, okay? If you guys are having intercourse with someone, if you're not abstinent, which, like I said, I am now, but I wasn't always that way. I don't have a problem with telling somebody, hey, do more of that. Oh, yeah, right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't have and I'm not one of those partners that's just going, just lay there, whatever. No, I'm gonna be acting up, okay? Because that's when you let it all out. So yeah, I'm a lady in the streets, but what, and then where. You know what I'm saying? It's going down because that's where you're supposed to let it all out. If you don't feel free to let it all out with your partner, then you are definitely with the wrong person, okay? And that really comes from, I know for men it's more physical, because just about any, what will get them where they need to be. With women, it's different. Every, what is not going to get her to where she needs to be. So women, you got to start speaking up. If someone is doing something right, let them know by your movements, by, your actions, by your sounds. If they're not doing it right, let them know the same way. Like, hold on, try this, or wait a minute, that's too much, or that's too little. And I would actually say the same thing for men. If your woman or your partner is doing something right, let her know. Don't have these people going around here with a false self confidence, a false sense of confidence, thinking that they putting it down, that they wrecking shop and stuff, or they doing whatever they think they doing, and they're not. You going back like unsatisfied, mad, don't want to do nothing with them again because it was trash. You're gonna have to learn how to speak up. So stop, yeah, stop lying to people, trying to make their ego feel good or just trying to get what you want out of them, and tell them the truth so they can work on it. Everybody wants to be good in that area. If especially if they care about the person that they're with. Now you have some that just don't care. You have some guys that's like, okay, I'm just here for what I came here for. You better get yours. But most guys, if they're with you, That's part of their sense of pride. Same thing with a woman. We want to see that you're enjoying yourself. I want to see, listen, I want to see Splash Mountain at the end. Don't do that semen retention shit with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, listen, man, log off. Like, if y'all gonna be tripping on me, writing crazy stuff in the comments, log off. I told y'all, okay? I've been wanting to do this video for a minute, but I was like, how was it gonna go over? Now I'm just like, this is my channel, okay? I'm gonna say what I want to say. So yeah, that's where I'm coming from or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I was thinking about doing another nighttime um, video thing where, I can get a little bit more candid. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep it as clean as possible, as ladylike as possible. But yeah, we might get a little bit more descriptive or whatever. But the bottom line is, yes, size definitely does matter. But not everybody is looking to sit on a light pole. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not looking for a little thumper or anything like that, but it just depends on the person that you're with. So, yeah, make sure that you're getting satisfied and that you're satisfying the person that you're with. You want to be a mutually explosive experience for both of y'all. And, if there's something that that person can do better, you always want to try to be perfecting your craft. Nobody's just going to be, just, oh my gosh, every single time. But it just depends on how you feel about that person and how they feel about you. A good experience just depends on how you feel about that person mentally, physically. Is this person ringing your bell? Is that chemistry there? You know what I'm saying? Can y'all laugh and talk about, things afterwards or whatever? Do you have a good relationship outside of the sex? And I would say that that's the main thing. Because if you feel good outside of that or whatever, you gonna want to go off, show that person what you can do, and vice versa. That person gonna want to please you because y'all cool like that. So yeah, that's just my take on it. Yes, of course, size does matter, but everybody's not looking for the same thing as far as the length and width and all of that. And then another thing, the main thing that matters is that you actually are sexually compatible with that person and that you're pleasing them and being pleased at the same time. Okay. I mean, if you gonna go there, then go there. Don't play with it. You know what I'm saying? Do that shit. All right. So before I be all extra and stuff, y'all make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I got a lot of videos. I have a lot of good feedback, a lot of people viewing. I need y'all to help me out and actually subscribe so we can get more of these messages out to people and just have more fun topics like this. Okay. Bye for now.